Everybody out there, my name is Joseph Deladani, and you all know me, Joe Deladani, preacher, historian, fitness guru, one sexy charismatic guy. Woo! Woo! My Ric Flair imitation, or Jerry Lee Lewis, you might say. I'm gonna make this video. Gonna try to do some real talk here. I'm not very good at it, but I'm gonna try. First off, though, I posted about my workouts several months back, trying to get my gym lifts, my bench, and my deadlift back up to what it was several years ago, a couple years back, 2, 3, 4 years ago. Hasn't quite worked out. So to deal with injuries, I've decided to do a little bit lighter weights, a little bit lighter, and go for more reps, trying to get ripped up. And so far, I think it's working pretty good. Gotta give a physique shot here. Like, that's the guy that's always flexing and posing. Yeah, that's me. That's going well, but I just made this video, and I'm not talking to just one person, because a lot of people I've talked to a lot of people outside. A lot of people have been posting stuff. I'm gonna post this to Facebook probably. Might even do YouTube. Not making any guarantees. Trying to make this video here. Trying to do it without going all over the place. I was gonna make it 2 in the morning 2 nights ago after I got home from the gym. Just didn't work out. Even yesterday, I was just too tired after work. I was feeling dizzy and went to bed real early. Got up real early today. It's about, I don't know what time it is, about 10, is that right, 10:40? I've been up since 5:30 today. I got up early today. I went to bed early yesterday. I felt good. Got a light workout in. Even ran today. So hopefully this goes off without a hitch. A lot of people have been dealing with stress. A lot of people have been posting they have problems or telling me, or I've been hearing things, and I decided to. And I'm not just talking to one person. Like I said, it's a lot of people. So I just felt like I could do this and I could reach somebody. And if I just reach one person, it's worth it. I'm not looking for likes or comments. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you want to, feel free to do it. And I'm glad to see it. And I hope I get. I hope I get tons, really. That's not why I'm doing it, but I hope I get tons, because that means a lot of people, I helped a lot of people. And that's what I'm looking to do now, believe it or not. It's not about getting this or getting a comment or that. It's just, to me, if I feel like somebody says, wow, that really helped me, I'm going to apply this to my life. You really showed me something. You really helped me out. That's what it means to me. And you know what? If everybody dislikes this, if most of you could care less about the video, but it touches one person, then that's all worth it. If one person says, wow, this meant so much to me, then it's all worth it. But it'd be worth more if a bunch of people like it. But even if just one person did, that's something to me that's going to touch my heart. I want to tell you something. First of all, you're always going to have problems. We're always going to have problems. That's the way life is. We're always going to have issues. We're always going to have stress. Whether it's big, whether it's small. We're always going to have problems, we're always going to have stress, we're always going to have people that don't like us. And that's a tough one for me to deal with. But I'm learning. And let me make this, I'm making this for myself as well, because I worry more than anybody. I worry about all kinds of stuff, little things sometimes. I don't always talk about it, but I do. And so I know other people have mentioned stuff, so I want to reach you. But at the same time, I'm one of the worst. And you can say, well, Joe, you don't understand. You're not going through what I'm going. I'm not. If you have health problems, that's one thing. But still, just give it to, just give it. You can give it to the Lord, if you're spiritual. I do believe in God. That's just me. But find an outlet. And some people say, well, Joe, being an adult is so tough and it's so hard, but don't give me that. Don't tell me you weren't stressed about things as a kid. Most of us were. No matter what you do, whether you're a free person or an incarcerated person, whether they have more stress than we do on the outside, but I'm sure, but it doesn't matter whether you're a kid or whether you're an adult, whether you go to school, whether you go to work. Whether you're a volunteer and you don't work, whether you're a homemaker or whether you're not, you're always going to have stress. Some kind of stress. If it's not money problems, it's some other problems. They say money doesn't buy happiness, which is true. That's why you see all these people. Of course, there's that old saying, I'd rather cry in a Mercedes, though. One thing I will say is, if you have money, there goes the money problems. But it doesn't really buy happiness, and you have other problems that can come up. They go through the same stuff we do. They get the same sicknesses that we do sometimes. But my point is, whether you're going to school, whether you're in college, whether you work, whether you don't, there's always going to be some kind of problems. Think about it. When you were a kid, some of you may have been worried about bullies. Just bullies as an adult. But, as a kid, you worry about bullies. You worry about wearing maybe the name brand shoes. Maybe if you're popular, you worry about school. Maybe you struggled academically. And everybody kind of has to work hard in school a little bit. Even people that get good grades, you still have to study for the tests. It's always work. Maybe that's stressful. Maybe you're trying to get an Ivy League school. But it was tough. It was tough then, and it's tough now. As a kid, you can't wait to grow up, and then as a grown-up, you wish you were a kid again. And that's the way I feel a lot of times. But either way, you're dealing with stresses. Either way, it's not going to go away. And that's just the way it is, but you got to learn how to cope with it. Do something for yourself. Every once in a while, pamper yourself. I'm not saying do it all the time, but you can spend money on yourself sometimes. And don't think about it. If you're somebody that does it a lot, that spends too much, that may be an issue. You know who you are. I don't know who you are, but you know who you are. That's a different issue. But if you're somebody that's always doing for others, spend a little bit on yourself sometimes. Go get a massage. Heck, you don't even have to do that. But just do something for yourself. Relax. Listen to music. Go out dancing. Heck, have a peaceful night at home. Watch movies. Take a bubble bath and just lay there. Heck, put on soft music, put on hard music, whatever you like to do, but do something for yourself. Whether it's a massage, pampering yourself, whether you're listening to music, whether you're taking a bubble bath, whether you're just spending a day at home. Exercise, get out, stretch out. Exercise has made so much for me, it's given me so much energy. I can do the splits both ways. Yeah, well, you know me. But that's something too. That's an outlet. That'll help improve things. Say, well, Joe, I've never been good at that. Well, then find something. The other stuff I mentioned. It'll help you out. They say it's good to lower the sugar too. Heck, you want something that's sweet and tasty, eat some fruit. I've been eating tons of it lately. But do something to give yourself that outlet. Heck, you know what? I said exercise. If you don't like to do that, find a hobby. Play some tennis, which I can't do. But heck, well, if you don't want to do anything physical, go play bingo. Go play bridge, or do something. Hobbies and relaxation and taking a bubble bath and pampering yourself to help you forget about your stresses. Your work isn't the only thing about you. Your church isn't the only thing about you. Your school isn't the only thing about you. Your family is important, and your family is the most important thing, but it's not the only thing that defines you. You got to do something for yourself sometimes. Be a little selfish once in a while. I'm not saying being totally selfish, because your family comes first, but don't forget about your needs. Don't forget about yourself. And I think that's what people are forgetting here. And that's why so many people are like, I'm going through this, I'm going through that. Do something for yourself. If work is getting to you on your days off, just forget about it. Go hang around with friends, which I try to do. Go to the movies. Go call a friend if you need be. Go over their house, have them come over. If you don't have any friends that you can see that day, message somebody. If not, then just find something fun that you could do alone. You can do a lot of fun things alone. In Vegas, we got tons of things to do. Heck, there's something. Go dancing if you like to do that. You might say, well, Joe, that sounds good, but I do all this, and I don't have any friends, but you have me. Because you're watching this video. If you're watching on Facebook, that means, and you're on my friend, and you're a friend of mine, that means I think a lot of you. Because, honestly, if I wouldn't have, I would have deleted you. I've deleted people before that had no bearing on my life, that have no impact on my life, that, and people have deleted me for whatever reason. I guess I have no impact on their life, that's fine. But what I'm saying is, if you're on my list, you can message me. And I'm going to message you back. I may not get back to you right away, but I will get back to you. But I just want to tell you, do something for yourself. Don't let the stresses and the worries of life bear you down. That's not all you're about. You are important. You are an amazing, important person that God put here for a reason. Just because you're not good at something, or just because you're having issues, doesn't make you a bad person. Just because you're not like everybody else, heck, we're all different. That doesn't make you strange. Heck, we're all different in a way. We're all strange in a way. You may say, Joe, but you don't understand, Joe. I can never find the right girl or the right guy. But that doesn't make you a bad person. Maybe they just haven't come along yet. You may say, well, Joe, you don't understand. I'm not very smart academically. That doesn't make you worthless. It just, there's all areas that we need improvement. You say, well, Joe, you don't understand. I'm always last picked in sports and I'm bad at sports. Believe it or not, I was too. But I found my niche. I found some stuff that I'm good at. Not everybody's good at everything. Heck, you may not be smart, but maybe you're a good people person. Maybe you're shy and you're an introvert, but you're good academically. Maybe you're good athletically, but you're not good academically. Maybe you're good academically, but you're not good athletically. Doesn't make you a bad person. Focus on your strengths. Focus on just being a good person. Focus on doing what you can for others. Focus on your family. Focus on helping others. Focus on your strengths. Maybe you're not good at anything, but you make a great apple pie. And then that means you'll be my friend. We're friends to the end. If you make that good apple pie. But seriously though, well actually not really. If you have some, if you're good at making chocolate desserts, I have a cheat day once a week, so I can't have it all the time, but I love chocolate. And sometimes on my cheat day, I have a whole big piece of chocolate cake, and I really like chocolate a lot. So, if you like chocolate, then hey, that's a talent. I wish I could bake a cake and do some of that stuff, but I can't. Focus on things, and just because you're bad at something doesn't mean you can't improve at it if you put forth the effort. But even if you don't, you're still a wonderful, awesome person, and I'm glad to call you my friend. I focus on a lot of things at school. I was so clumsy. I wasn't really good at anything. But I discovered the weight room, and I've been hitting in the weight room for a long time. Real flexible, can do the splits both ways, can run. And you know what? I'm just thankful I wake up every day and I'm healthy. And I just thankful that I wake up. You look at something, well, I'm not good at this, Joe. What about the person that has no limbs? Think about them. If they can be strong, then you could be strong. You may be stressed out about your job, but somebody has probably a much harder job than you. Think about that. Just focus and just remember, just be thankful for what you have, and just be thankful for your talents and skills, and just be thankful for all the little things you can do and how you can make a difference to society, and that you are worthwhile. And don't let the cares and stresses of life get to you. And I hope I'm not rambling too much, but I just want to make my point. Sometimes it's hard for me. I'm not good at this. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not even a good speaker. I'm not even a good video maker. But I want to make this for you. As a kid, real young kid, little boy, parents, people told my parents that they said I was slow. They said that things came hard for me. A lot of people don't know this, but I'm going to reveal this here. I was even in special ed for a few years as a kid in elementary school. And I know people really didn't think much of me. And it's easy to get down that way. But just because a lot of people say you're this way, or you're not smart, or you're dyslexic, or whatever it is that you have, that doesn't mean that you're a bad person, like I said. That doesn't mean that you can't improve. And even if you don't, you're somebody special in my eyes. And anyways, to tell you this here, I just didn't believe it. I knew what people thought. But, when I started hitting my stride academically, people weren't saying that anymore. I graduated from UNLV with a business management degree. Haven't used it, but I have it. This is my report card from senior year. I don't know if you can see it. But this year I got all A's in every class. And I did that a couple of times. And that's something that means something to me. Got a business management degree from UNLV. And I'm not saying this to rub it in people's face. I'm not about that. This is the first time I've ever mentioned this on a video. I don't even have pictures up yet about it. But I just want to make a point is that you can come back. Just because everybody says something doesn't mean it's not true. Just because people say you're not smart doesn't mean that it's true. Just because people are causing you stresses, forget about them. Forget about the haters. There's always going to be people that bring you down. There's always going to be people that don't like you. There's always going to be that. There's always going to be stresses. But just remember that you're still important. Don't forget to pamper yourself. Don't forget to relax. Don't forget to throw away the cares of the cares of the world sometimes. And just focus on being the best you that you can be. Do you think just because somebody has a disability, they're not an important person, they can't be a good person? No, they're still important. And I just want everybody to know that. And I know this video is long. And I know I'm rambling. But I feel like I could touch somebody with this. And I want to tell you something. You're my friend. And I want to thank everybody for watching this. I like this camera video because I can see myself. See, got it turned to where I can see my face and see my movements. I think I'm making good eye contact too. And I spoke for 17, 15, 18 minutes. Oh my. So that's what I have to say. Bye.